Hey everybody, I'm going to share some Chameleon fragrances, and what I mean by that is these scents go with anything. They can go with any outfit, any situation. Throw these on, they're perfect dumb reach fragrances if you don't know what to wear. So the first one I'm going to mention is on the feminine side, and it's called Meliora by Parfums de Marly. I'm going to put all the names and the links in the description, but Meliora honestly is more of a party fragrance to me. It smells like champagne. There's also this blackberry smell to it as well, but it's just a fun, fresh fragrance. But I still think even if you rock that at the gym, if you're wearing that running errands, going on brunches, it's gonna smell fantastic. To me, it smells like something that a woman that owns a yacht would wear. Like, it smells very rich, upscale, but at the same time fun and laid back. So I really love that fragrance. The next one I'm going to mention is a unisex fragrance called Guerlain by BDK. I've worn this fragrance a couple times already, and every single time I wear it, I love it more than the last time I wore it. So this is a black tea fig fragrance, and on top of that, there's also this sexy cardamom note going on in the background that makes this more sensual. So yes, this is a perfect daily fragrance, but it also has that hint, just that tiny hint of seduction coming from that cardamom that makes this a very pleasing scent. So this is something that you can still wear on dates. You can wear this doing whatever you want to do, and it's going to smell fantastic. Now, the longevity with this fragrance I find to be a bit weak. I got around, honestly, like 4 hours before I was like, where did the smell go? And I would have to kind of put my nose to my clothes and be like, okay, is it still there? Is it not there? But within those first couple hours when you're wearing this fragrance, it does linger in the room you spray it in. Even when you're walking around, it kind of has this nice scent trail. The projection is solid. And in the dry down, I get a little bit of this La Nuit de l'Homme kind of vibe, just the touch of it, okay? Don't assume that, where's that smell, not smelling it. It's just a small hint that I get with this fragrance, but yeah, don't expect amazing performance because it is a light tea kind of fragrance. So it's more airy, more aromatic. So Guerlain by BDK is number 2. Number 3, I'm going to mention the outside the box fragrance, and it's Lomanediau by Guerlain. This is the EDP concentration, and this is for the people that want something that's still versatile but unique. I would say even very unique in terms of standard designer fragrances. Now, this is marketed to men. Do I see it as a more masculine? Yeah, it does lean a bit masculine, but yeah, I wear this from time to time, and nobody has ever been like, you smell like a man, you know, because it's a cherry fragrance, and I've only really smelled prominent cherry notes in women's fragrances, besides like the cherry tobacco combination. But this is like cherry. There's also some vanilla, also some leather in this fragrance. And when you hear those notes, you're probably thinking, oh, this shit's gonna be heavy, right? But no, I've worn this in the summer, in the spring when it's hot outside, and the cherry just blasts. This is one of those fantastic fragrances that really fits whatever season you're wearing it in. Because I've worn this when it's cold outside and the vanilla starts to shine more. I've worn this when it's warm and that cherry starts to shine more. So I really enjoy this fragrance. I do find this to be memorable. Is it one of my favorites? Not really, but it's definitely a scent I would notice right off the bat. So if this is your signature scent, like, it's just, I could tell you're a little bit more on the bold side. You know what I'm saying? You're not going for many safe choices, but I like this fragrance. Lomanediau, and that means ideal man, pretty much. So try the EDP concentration because I know there's a ton of flankers with this fragrance. For my 4th pick, this is on the feminine side, C Intense by Armani, the black bottle specifically. This smells like blackberries and vanilla, essentially. And the performance of this fragrance, though, easily over 8 hours. Okay, so for a standard designer scent, I think this is a winner. To me, this is one of the sexiest feminine fragrances I have ever smelled. But it's not sexy to a point where if you're wearing it, people are like, oh, this is not the setting for that. You know what I mean? It can really fit anything. I've worn this running errands. I have worn this going to dinners with people. I've worn this when it was really hot outside and it's been perfect. I see this more as a bad girl fragrance though. So if you got a little bit of that rebellious attitude, you know what I'm saying? Give this one a shot. To me, it reminds me of Lara Croft from Tomb Raider. Angelina Jolie in Tomb Raider is this fragrance down to a T. It's so sexy and it fits everything. So C Intense by Armani is number 4. Number 5 real quick. Another feminine scent is Versace Bright Crystal. Oh, this is number 5. Did I say 4? I meant 5. Pomegranates, Magnolia, Lotus. Okay, this fragrance is a perfect freshie. If you live more in the warm weather, this is a great scent. Like C Intense, it also has that level of sexiness that makes it a very addicting fragrance to smell. It's something that's very like, when you smell it, it really does kind of grip your attention. The first time I wore this fragrance, within the first 20 minutes when I was walking around, I got 2 compliments on it. People just love it. Big mass appealing scent. Downside with this fragrance, generally speaking, is the performance of it. But when my sister wore this, like she easily got nose blind to it, but I was still smelling it on her after 8 hours. It would come and go and she wouldn't reapply it or anything like that, but she would pass by me and I would smell it. She was on like the opposite side of the table and I was talking to her after 8 hours and I still smelled it and I was like, whoa, it would just kind of come and go like that. You know what I'm saying? So Versace Bright Crystal is a solid fragrance. Love that one. Number 6, I am going to mention a masculine fragrance and it's Legend Spirit by Mont Blanc. Man, I really love this scent. This is probably the most affordable fragrance on this list. If you only have $35, man, I would recommend the shit out of this fragrance. Now, downside, performance, right? It's a freshie, kind of smells like pretty much fresh, clean deodorant. Very simple, right? But there's just something about this that's very attractive. Very, very attractive. Okay, so I gotta smell it again. And it projects really nicely too. It's not overwhelming. It's not too potent. You can wear this if you're in your gym clothes. You can wear this if you're going out on a date. Wear this if you're just catching up with somebody and getting some coffee and it's gonna smell great. Wear it to work. It fits. Every situation it fits in. But like I said, longevity is a downside. 4 to 5-ish hours, but that first hour it projects really, really nicely, okay? But, oh God, this is my scent of the day right now. Even just smelling it from the bottle does it for me. But yeah, I have received a few compliments with the past couple times I've given this a full wear. So it's definitely ladies approved. Girls really, really like this scent. And like I said, $35, you really can't miss out with this fragrance. Now, number 7, are we at 7 or we're at 6? Light Blue Intense by Dolce & Gabbana. Now, this is the one marketed to women. However, it's super, super unisex. I always recommend anybody, doesn't matter your gender, whatever, to get the women's version of Light Blue Intense because it's honestly more seductive than the men's. The men's kind of smells like this fresh, clean cologne, polo kind of fragrance that so many girls have smelled over and over and over again that it's nice, but it doesn't really do anything special. But the women's just has this slight kind of, there's just something seductive about this fragrance that is delightful. Okay, so this is a lemon, apple, musk scent. Like I said, very unisex. I get at least, at least 7 with this fragrance, but it always pushes past 8 when I wear this scent. But when I do wear it and I'm outside, it's definitely over 5 sprays. I could do 5 to 8. Sometimes I do like 8 to 10 of this when I'm just out there and it's hot. So if you're looking for a great fragrance on very warm days, Light Blue Intense by Dolce & Gabbana is a solid one to pull for. Another one on the masculine side is L'Homme. I was gonna say Idéal. No, this is just L'Homme by YSL. And this is so romantic and sensual. This is a soft fragrance. It's a ginger fragrance. So I've noticed that I love ginger in fragrances, but the fact that it leads with ginger with this scent, oh God, it's so nice. This is just, the reason I enjoy this fragrance a lot is because over the past few years, we've been seeing this wave of blue fragrances like Bleu de Chanel, Dior Sauvage EDP by YSL, but this is one of those fragrances that it's not in that category, but it's still appreciated by everybody. It doesn't matter if you're new to fragrances or if you're a fragrance enthusiast. This is not a fragrance that I see a lot of people tired of, because it's a masterpiece to me. In terms of standard designer fragrances, it's just so nice and so clean, fresh. It's a relaxing type of scent for sure. It definitely doesn't push off. Weakness is the projection, the scent trail, longevity. You have to overspray this fragrance even if you're in indoor situations. I have done over 15 sprays of this scent, but that's when I was really like going around doing stuff, and it was perfectly fine. Don't ever think this fragrance would choke you out. Okay, if you did 5 sprays and you're like, whoa, it might be too much, trust me, if you want this to last, you have to pull, like you really have to just keep spraying it, right? But L'Homme, ginger, soft, romantic, sensual, all wrapped in one. Love L'Homme by YSL. Losing count of what number we're at, but I think this is number 9, and then I have one more left. Elysium by Roja Parfums. Until this day, it's still my favorite Roja fragrance. I've tried maybe about 7 or 8 of their scents, but then this one does it for me. And I have worn this to so many different occasions. I've worn this when it was cold outside. I've worn it when it was like 30 degrees at night. I know to some of you, like, that's not cold, but where I'm from, yes, that's kind of cold for us here, but I've worn it at night. I've worn this when it's hot outside. I've worn it to lunches. I have worn it to walks on the beach. I have worn it when I was running errands, and everybody loves it. And more importantly, I love it. This is one of those fragrances that even if you don't interact with anybody during the day because you're so busy on completing your errands and your tasks, you are going to enjoy the way you smell. Okay, this smells like a lemon cocktail kind of fragrance. Okay, so you can wear this to work. You can wear this when you're on a date. It's just so good. And this fragrance has the wow factor. Okay, it doesn't just stop at fresh and clean and it's stuck in that box. You know what I mean? It's fresh, clean, and also really sexy. Every single time I wear this, I always get compliments. The projection is solid. I get like maybe in the opening, like 2 arms lengths. This thing is really going, you know what I mean? And then after a couple hours, it's probably like 1 arm's length away, or like half an arm's length away in my scent bubble. But never, ever have I not received the compliment from this fragrance. But all that aside, it's something I truly do enjoy. So yeah, wear this at a black tie event, and then wear it to work, and then wear it on a really easygoing date. It's gonna fit everything. Elysium by Roja Parfums, probably one of my favorites that I've mentioned on this list, for sure. Yeah, this is probably my favorite out of all of them. And the last one I'm going to mention is Gentle Fluidity Silver. If you want that nice scent trail, this is the fragrance for you. It's so cool. Like, this is just an icy cool kind of fragrance. Do I find it to be relaxed? Not as much. To me, I really see this suited on somebody that has kind of not a dominant personality, but very much like a go-getter, like hard work ethic type of person. You know what I mean? It just has this really, there's something about it that's, sturdy isn't the right word. Maybe dominant is the right word, but it's just icy cool. You know what I'm saying? I thought of what's his name from 50 Shades of Grey, Christian Grey, when I smelled this fragrance. And it's not in a way that it's like super sexy, but in a way that it's like, it's cold, but it's determined. I think that's the better word for this fragrance. It's a very determined kind of fragrance. I think if you wear this in a work environment, it shines really, really nicely, especially, you know, you're suited up, you're in a nice dress. This is a unisex fragrance, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned, Elysium is marketed as a masculine fragrance, and L'Homme marketed as a masculine fragrance. This one, though, so many girls wear it. And yeah, okay, I mentioned all of those, but this is a unisex scent. Some people think it leans slightly masculine, but like that's what some women have said, but some men DM me and say that they think this is a little too feminine for them. So I think it straddles that line totally fine, but if you want to test it, spray it on at Nordstrom, see how long it lasts. But this is a fragrance that lingers in the room after you spray it. And it smells so good in the air. Definitely better in the air than it does up close. But yeah, if you just want that clean, icy feel, then rock a fragrance like Gentle Fluidity Silver. Again, I'm going to put all the fragrances in the description so you can check out the links if you want to. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.